Welcome to the Musar video blog. It's right before Tisha B'Av, the saddest day of the year for the Jews, and we're right now in the period called the 9 days. And I was thinking about different things, and this thought came to my mind, and it's not exactly directly related to it, but it's something worth pursuing. In that I was thinking about the past, the history, the way it used to be, and how we are today, and I realized that in a very big way, a lot of people back then were much more rugged. They could handle things. They could be more demanding on themselves. And today, a lot of times, we tend to take the easy way out. I speak for myself. You know, I'm used to certain comforts. I'm used to a certain level of complacency and always feeling good. And so it got me thinking about, do I really push myself? Do I really push myself as much as I could? And interestingly enough, I was reading in this book here, Sparks of Musar, and I came across, it's like biographical vignettes about some of the great Musar personalities. So I'm reading here about, it's called The Altar of Kelm, Rabbi Simcha Zissel Ziv. And one of the things that is recurring in all the descriptions of him is how he was so in total control of everything. He was in control of every action, every thought. It says here, even in the most terrifying moments, no trace of confusion or fear was seen on him. He always retained his calmness and composure, his clarity of thought and his presence of mind. Also things like when he was studying Torah, he could immerse himself in tremendous intensity. When he was in prayer, his focus, his attention, intention was always in the right place. And I think, wow, this is amazing. Well, of course I said to myself, I can't do that. I mean, that's like superhuman. But then I took a step back and I said, well, wait a minute. Why am I always selling myself short? I mean, good, I can't be like him. He was like a superhuman. But maybe a little bit I could be like him. Maybe if I dig down a little bit deeper inside myself, I can pull stuff out of there that I didn't even realize was there, but it's there. And if I use it and utilize it, there's something to be accomplished that I'm not accomplishing. So I tried it out. During this week, I tried a few times. I said, okay, let's dig deeper. Let's push harder. And lo and behold, I didn't achieve what he achieved, but I was able to intensify my attention, intensify my prayers in everyday life. When those moments when I was able to draw upon this, I say, wow, this is amazing. Where have I been till now? It reminded me of a story. There was a friend of mine who was working in the corporate world. He was involved in management. And they were a subset of a big company, and they had to control a certain project that was being done. They had to have an output, a specific output every single year. So the high-up management came to this control group here, this management control group, and said to them, okay, for the coming year, we want you to have the same produce as the year before, but we're cutting back your resources across the board 10%. And what? Are you crazy? Everyone's freaking out. There's no way in the world we can do that. We are so tight the way it is now, there's no way in the world that we can possibly have the same production with 10% less of the resources. It's not going to happen. He said, well, that's what we want you to do. So they had no choice. And he told me how they had to apply themselves to the task. And lo and behold, a year went by, and at the end of the year, they realized, we did it! We were able to accomplish our goal with 10% or less of the resources. So the management on high came back to them and said, wow, that's fantastic, did a wonderful job. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to do it again next year. Same production, we're cutting back another 10%. Well, now everybody went berserk. I mean, you can't expect this, right? I mean, do it once, but to do it twice. And you know what happened? They did it. Okay, the management stopped there. I guess they realized that was as far as we could go. But they were up against what they thought was impossible tasks 2 years in a row, and they dug deeper, and they've somehow pulled out the ingenuity that was necessary to accomplish the task, and they did it. So that story, like, when I recalled that story, it spoke to me and said, you could do it yourself on a personal level. Just dig deeper. Push a little harder. And you'd be surprised what could happen. So I say to you, let's all, give it a little bit extra. Dig in deeper, dig down deeper. And if we do that, on the one hand, you have to be realistic and not shoot for the sky, because sometimes it's unrealistic. But being realistic means that you also have to realize that it is realistic to dig deeper and to accomplish things that we thought that we never could be able to accomplish. See you next time.